Guys, I have a surprise for you all. Here's the surprise. This is my little new puppy, Oreo. Because he looks like Oreo. He's an old English sheepdog. You know the one with the hair in front of their eyes, the one in the mermaid? As everybody knows it. That's what it is. I always wanted an old English sheepdog. And I just got this little blue-eyed puppy. Yes, this is my 5th dog. And 1 cat. As you can see, I love babies. I got 2 babies also. So my house is like the busiest house in the neighborhood. I mean, not a single day will go by when you're bored in this house, especially now that you're here, huh? He's loving it. And all his brothers and sisters are loving him too. So say, hi, I'm going to be more in my thing and more in the videos. Hi, people. Okay, go. Oh, man, this is so exciting. He came actually from PA, and he was flown. So we picked him up at the airport 2 days ago, and he's here now. So actually, he wants to go upstairs. Let me take him before he pees or poops here in my studio. Because that ain't good with daddy then. So ladies and gentlemen, after that cuteness, let's talk about our conjunction video of the day. And the conjunction video of the day is Mars-Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. That's right, we're finally coming to close to the outer belt of the planet. So what happens when Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all conjunct in your horoscope in the one house and one sign? And if you do not know which house, which sign this conjunction is occurring in, what your other planetary placements are, all your other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here. And my Mahadashas at the speed of light will be also coming in soon. Hopefully by November or December of this year. Let's see if my editor can finish it on time. So, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. This is a very, very powerful conjunction. Because see, you have a planet that is action-oriented, that is full of energy, which is Mars. You know, Mars needs to be ordered to take some action. Without action, Mars feels dead. Without its energy, Mars feels dead, of course. And then you have Jupiter, wisdom, the wise one. Jupiter represents intelligence, the divine intelligence. And Jupiter is your counselors, teachers, advisors, astrologers, psychologists. And then comes Saturn. Saturn is duty. Saturn is, your commitment. Saturn is your discipline, structure, organization skills. Saturn is a machine that wants to also work, but Saturn works on a much slower pace. Saturn likes to do routine, redundant work that, does not require too much energy, too much time. So you have these 3 planets conjunct, and this is pretty much it's literally like 3 puzzle pieces coming together. Okay? And hopefully you know what I meant by this. 3 puzzle pieces meaning together, something is going to be created, which is going to become a one entity. So when Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn come together, this puzzle piece forms. And this is a puzzle piece of a person who is a very dynamic person, who is a natural workaholic machine, who will use their wisdom to achieve their goal on time with the utmost intelligence that they will put into their work. This is the person who is like a go-getter. Like, okay, I have to achieve this. How do I do it? Well, I've got the energy. I've got the courage to do this. Okay, I also have the intelligence to do this because I know this, because my Jupiter is with me. I know exactly the places that I need to go, the people that I need to meet, the things that I have to implement to make this happen. And yet, I know it's going to take patience, perseverance, persistence, which is Saturn. I'm going to have to have a long pace of my work for it to implement itself. Like anything, like for example, Microsoft. I mean, Bill Gates would work for hours on end for like 8, 9, 10 months before even he made his DOS. So everything takes time. Everything takes time to build. So when these 3 planets come together, this is a person who's a go-getter. But also what happens is, sometimes, especially in a fiery sign, like Aries, especially Aries, whenever this person does not have the goal coming to their expectation or hurdles coming to their expectation, they get very angry. And when they get angry, they lose their intelligence. Because what happens is, Mars is the most strongest planet here. So just because Jupiter is there as the biggest planet, Mars is in its own domain. It's in its own house. So here Mars is going to be far more aggressive, assertive. Like, I need to do this. I got to get going. And when things don't go right, whether it's the timing, whether it's the transit, whether it's the yogas, then this person gets frustrated. And when they get frustrated, they lose their anger. They lash out. You know, like how when we were young, things didn't go right. So then if something didn't go right in our dad's or mom's own project, they would lash out at us because of the fact they were frustrated. But obviously, if this is a conjunction that's happening in the sign of, let's say, Sagittarius, then this person would make a great righteous spiritual warrior, somebody who would want to fight for justice like a lawyer would. Somebody who would become a very strict sports coach and a teacher, a professor. Like when this professor walks in, people know, if I'm not in my seat, he is going to kick me out. And you will notice this. If you are going to school right now and you know this teacher, like who says that if you're not here within 5 seconds of ringing the bell, don't even come in my class, get out. When they're in a good mood, ask them for their horoscope. Check out where their Jupiter is and how their Jupiter is being aspected or is conjunct. Most definitely Jupiter won't be alone unless Jupiter is either debilitated or in Aries. Then you will see this. Otherwise, if Mars and Saturn somehow affect this Jupiter, that's the kind of teacher you'll get. They're very disciplined, structured, organized, and very action-oriented. Okay, it's time for class, it's time for class. No bullshitting around. Not coming in late. Because my education, my knowledge is very valuable. That's the notion with this conjunction with these people. That what I'm providing to the world is valuable, it needs to be appreciated. But if, let's say, this is occurring in Libra, where Saturn becomes exalted, and Jupiter, Mars, have to kind of take a back seat to Saturn. That's where you will see this person become a great businessman who will go to the end to make sure that the deal happens. They'll be very diplomatic in their terms. They're not going to be aggressive because they are becoming very smart. They're patient. They know the art of deal. They know the art of patience. They know with patience, I will get something done. So then the dynamic changes. Then this angry person won't be there. Unless, of course, when this person gets into a relationship and there's something happens in a relationship, the actual relationship, like marriage, like partners, business partnership, romantic relationship, that's when this frustration may also come into. But especially you got to understand the dynamic, especially in my book, Conjunction at the Speed of Light, the planet that has the lowest degree has the greatest say. So if, let's say, Saturn is in Libra with these planets and then Saturn holds the lowest degree, Saturn will always control these planets. But if, let's say, Mars has the lowest degrees, Mars will always control this conjunction. That means everybody will have to abide by the aggressiveness of Mars. Meaning that, okay, I have to push this deal out. I have to control the relationship. But mainly, just these 3 planets can become either greatest team, like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman, or they can become the greatest rivalry between each other. I'm sure there must have been a sports team where 3 people did not like each other. I'm just trying to think of it. I guess you can probably say, nah, I can, kind of like, how Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Derek Fisher, or I don't know, something like that. Just know what I'm talking about, okay? I just know the one thing. This is Michael Jordan. Because I'm happy. My 96 Bulls live on. Take it, Golden State Warriors. You don't just beat the record of Bulls and not get punished for it. I'm so glad they lost. I was so happy. Because I was so pissed they won 73 games. But I'm like, the only way I'm going to be redeeming myself along with the Bulls is if they lose the championship. And they did. See, that's the Mars, Jupiter, Saturn kind of person. Like, oh, how did they win? I was supposed to win. So that's the energy that you get with these three planets. I mean, when you use these three planets, especially in terms of professional terms and in terms of sports and law, I mean, this is where this person shines and comes out. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your conjunctions is placed, all your other planetary placements, my books, reports, consultation, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. It's time for me to go play with my puppy. Bye-bye.